her. You are just a shedding monster. Rose is over here hanging out with me right now. She's probably gonna make me throw her toy because she has it right here on my lap for me. You wanna fetch it? Go get it. There you go. That's a good girl. Clearly she's in need of a new toy because this one has a bunch of holes in it and she already de-stuffed it like all her other toys. And we ended up getting her a toy and the same day she already ripped out the squeaker. Like, apparently it was durable. So apparently this was durable too. I mean, it lasted a while, but now it's like, yeah. So if you guys have any dog toy recommendations for dogs that tear up toys all the time, please do let me know. As promised, I wanted to give you guys a review of my 30-day meditation challenge. So I wanted to give you guys the review of what has happened when I did meditate for 30 days. And to be honest, like, I didn't meditate the full 30 days just because there were some days where I literally woke up and then went straight to like getting ready for work, eating breakfast, and then straight to work. So, hi. I think you want me to throw something, huh? I looked at the Calm app because I used the Calm app for the 30 days. It said that I meditated for 25 days and then 2 days out of those 30 days, I meditated on my own. You're definitely waiting for me to throw this toy, aren't you? That was about 27 days total, which is actually not bad, I think, because, I mean, 3 days out of, 30 days of not doing a meditation is actually pretty good, I think, especially with me just starting back up with meditation. So I think this Calm app really has helped me be accountable because it does have that little reminder that I set for myself. When I was sick, I think the past week and a half or so, it was a little harder to get it in because I was sleeping in. I didn't really get my day started till maybe 10 o'clock or so. Normally I would wake up like at 6:45 to get my workout in at 7 and so on and so forth. So I gave myself a lot of rest and that really threw off my routine. So I ended up not meditating. The mornings I ended up meditating later in the day or in the evenings, which I felt like kind of threw me off a little bit. I don't know. I think I prefer meditating in the morning. I would do my meditation later in the evening or in the afternoon. Mostly it has been evenings in the past few days. And I realized I didn't get the benefit of the meditation because instead of being focused with my breathing and like meditating, I was just drifting off to sleep. And so I realized obviously in the evenings it's not as beneficial unless it was like a really stressful day and maybe I just needed to calm down a little bit or I was really anxious or something. But I feel like I prefer doing it in the morning, maybe first thing or maybe after, like, say I have some breakfast and I could just sit down and just meditate for a couple of minutes and then just go on with my day. That way I'm like focused and like ready to go with whatever might come at me. And I know I mentioned I wanted to journal after I did my meditation, which to be honest, I didn't do very often. I probably did maybe 5-7 days out of the 30 days that I wrote in the journal. I actually found this app through a friend on Instagram called Kio, which is kind of like a journaling kind of thing on your phone. I started using that recently and I think that helps me really just as soon as I get my meditation done to whip out my phone and just write whatever was on my mind. I think I'm gonna try that for the next month too. So I'm gonna refocus on getting my meditation in the morning before my day gets started and then start journaling on that app, just like whatever comes to mind. It doesn't even matter if it's grammatically correct or if it's right or wrong or whatever I think it is. I just write it down, and then if it's my to-do list, then I'll write that down too, but just whatever comes to mind. Okay guys, so while I was editing, I just remembered that I totally forgot to tell you guys about how just meditation made me feel in general. I'm doing it for almost a month or so. Hi, Rose is back with another toy. I noticed whenever I did meditate, my day was more calm in general. Like anything that would make me feel flustered, because I do get flustered really easily or really anxious or really just on edge about something. or something that would normally get me upset actually made me feel calm. It made me be more solution oriented, or it made me be like, all right, you know, it's happening, this is happening right now, that's okay, I'm sure I'll figure it out, or just something among those lines where it was like, it's a deal, it's not a big deal, it's not something small, but you know, I can handle it. So it made me feel more focused, more aligned with like, okay, what is the right thing to do right now that I can do right now, and then just go on with my day. So in general, I've noticed that I was more calm, I think I wrote some notes down, let me see. So in the first week I wrote some notes of like how I felt while meditating, and I felt like I was more, and I hate to sound cheesy, but I was very present in like what was going on in my mind and what I was saying in the moment, because I do have moments where I would speak and then I'd be like, what was I talking about again, or what was I trying to say? I couldn't formulate my words. And I feel like that's an introvert thing, because your mind races faster than your mouth can, I guess. I was better with what was going around me instead of worrying about little things that weren't very important in the moment. Like if I was telling a story, then I would just say what was on my mind of what was going on, and if I did flip-flop to something else, then I would do that. That's just the way that my mind works, and not be too worried about it. So I guess the words in my mind was flowing easier when I did speak, and you know, it felt really good. It's only been a month, and I know that I can get so much more benefit if I were to keep up with this. So next month I'm definitely dedicating to keeping up with this meditation in the morning daily, if not like I've also been doing it midday, so that way I can get that benefit of just being still, being calm, being relaxed, and being able to just feel focused and feel lighter for the rest of the day. Back to the original video. And so all of this is really just to say that you have to think of meditation as a practice, kind of like how they say yoga is a practice. Basically life is a practice, you know what I mean? And so whenever you get your meditation practice started, you just kind of have to think of it as like, how can I do better next time? And give yourself compassion of where you are at today. Some days, like, you know, whenever I was busy, I literally was not able to get my meditation in because I was just like back to back. There's just things going on and I just didn't have time, and that's okay. I could try again the next day. I had to think of it as a learning lesson. So what can I take from this? Why was I not able to get my meditation in? What can I do tomorrow to be able to make sure that I am getting my meditation in? Do I have to wake up like 10 minutes earlier? Do I have to really be like, all right, set a reminder on my phone and actually sit down and do it and not just ignore the reminder? Or, you know, just think of creative ways to make sure that you get it in if it's really what you want to do. If you don't, maybe there's another different type of meditation that you want to do. It's really about prioritizing it. If it's something that you want to achieve in your life, you gotta prioritize it. And it's okay if it's not perfect at first. It's a practice for a reason. You just get started and you'll find a groove that works for you, and you just go from there. I hope you guys found this helpful. Just remember to give yourself some patience, some compassion, and don't rush into it. This is something that you will be developing in the next month, in the next year or so. Let me know in the comments, have you guys started your meditation practice? Are you wanting to start a meditation practice? Is there something that maybe I can help out with, or maybe some other recommendations that I can give for you? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys, and I will be seeing you guys in the next video. Bye!